Hey guys, me Rider 2.0. If you've been looking at some stuff I've put up on Facebook over the last few hours or so, then you'll know that I've been working on a few new armour projects. I've got one that's been kind of in the works for about 2 years now. One of the fellow UK Rangers, Adam, who is Kamen Rider UK on Ranger Board, commissioned me to do a Kamen Rider skull armour for him about 2 years. It's got to be 2 years ago now, and due to family matters of me and my wife having a baby, a lot of the projects that I was working on got put on hold, and Adam knew about this and he was perfectly fine about it. So I got chatting with him a few months back, and there was a video I put up on, I think it was on a few people's channels. I actually set it up so a lot of my friends could see it. It was the Kamen Rider skull armour that I made with like leather and stuff all over it, and it looked fine. It really did. It looked pretty good to start off with. But over the course of about 6 months, all the glues and stuff I'd put on it, which were cheap, hot glue gun, stick glue, just started to wear away, and a lot of the armour just fell apart after a few days of trying to fix it back together. So I started work on a new version of it, revised the design, and started making templates up so I could mass produce these armours. And after about 3 weeks, I managed to come up with, which is an actual prototype at the moment. Yeah, I've shown this to Adam to see what he thinks. It's Kamen Rider Eternal, which is from, I think it was Kamen Rider, what movie was it? It was either A to Z Director's Cut or Kamen Rider Returns. It's one of the new trilogy films that Kamen Rider W has been doing in the last few months. So this is the back of the armour. Yep, they are not separate bits of vinyl. It's all one vinyl covering I've put over the whole thing, and it does it at the side. I'm actually going to do away with this at the side, and we're going to put some clips in when I do the final product. If you see in there, you can see all that blue stuff. The inside of this side has been properly backed, so when it's wearable, it's more comfortable. It's going to be in 2 parts, and this is the other part, which is still a bit of a work in progress, but it'll fit on like that, and it'll have a midsection down the front, and this bit will do up at the side. So when that's done, it'll hopefully look like, sorry, I've got hiccups, it'll hopefully look like Eternal's armour. Now today, you saw the video I put up earlier, which was the Tajidor armour that I'm working on, or Tajidoru armour. That's been a side project of my own, because obviously I've had the O's Tatwa suit. I wanted to make new versions of the armour using the templates I've copied from Aniki's work. And before anyone asks me, I won't be making O's armour for anybody. I've had a word with Aniki, and I just said I just want to make forms for myself up, so I don't have to keep on asking Aniki to take time out of his own work and stuff to slow down the process for the people's orders. I said I'd just do my own from now on. So yeah, back on to what I was saying. The Tatabus suit, I've replicated patterns and stuff so I can make Tajidol, and I'll probably make Sagozo and Ratarata, or Ratorata, yeah, that was it, at some point, yeah. So yeah, back onto Eternal, I made an upper arm cuff. It's a prototype, I'm going to say. You can't really see it with the light coming off of the top here. I'll just drop that down a bit. It's got the etched in design. Took me a good hour and a half to try and do this properly, and get the kind of like the edge on the side there. I was looking at some photos of W's suit, and it kind of like comes up in a like an upside down V shape. So yeah, as Eternal is exactly the same design. It says it's all in white. I just copied what I'd made for W. I found something out today I was quite surprised with. I've got one arm bicep bigger than the other. That one fits on this arm perfectly fine, but doesn't on that arm. So, I'll show you on this arm. It has got Velcro. The proper one's going to be white on the inside with some black stuff covering it over. So this is just a prototype. But yeah, it looks like that. So it's going to be a pain to do. It'd probably just be easy to slip it on, to be honest. I've not asked Adam his measurements for his arms, so hopefully he's not got bigger biceps than I've got. So yeah, that literally just slides straight on over there. And if we take... Actually, we're going to have to do it on the other arm because I can't show the arm properly. So yeah. So it goes on that one. I just suddenly realised I got it upside down the wrong way. So that goes over. Why did I have to have one arm bigger than the other? I don't understand. So anyway, yeah, when it goes on the arm, it goes there like that, and then this bit of armour would go there. So you'd be looking at it from there. You'd have a big ball shaped thing here, covering that, and the white suit and stuff underneath. Yeah, I'll have to make that a bit bigger. So Eternal armour, that's the prototype. And the reason why it's the prototype is because that's not pure white. It looks pure white from a distance, but it's more of a creamy colour. Unless Adam's okay with it being this colour, then I'll probably end up having to buy some proper white vinyl and remake it at some point. But he says he doesn't want it until May Expo next year, which gives me a lot more time to gather together more equipment and stuff to get on with that. So yeah, thanks for watching anyway. It's been a bit of a strange one, this one today. Just looking at stuff I'm working on. Today was the last episode of Kamen Rider Rose. I'll probably say I was a little bit disappointed with the ending because I managed to watch the rules on J Fusion, and then managed to get the full raw download later on in the day, which had a better ending, I'd probably say. Exactly the same ending, but you got the extended stuff on the end of it. So yeah, Kamen Rider Rose is over and done with. Kamen Rider Falls starts next week. Rocket Rider, not too sure about that one. Not that keen on the belt design either. It looks like one of Jacob's toys that he would have for like sorting blocks or something out like that, or one of those weird shape thing toys that, you know, toddlers play with. But for now I'm going to call him Kamen Rider Bop It because he looks like he's got a Bop It thing strapped to him. So Kamen Rider Bop It starts next week, everybody. So you'll probably hear my thoughts on the new Kamen Rider series in a few weeks after I watched a few of the episodes and made my judgment whether or not I like the series or not, because I think the suit looks retarded and I'm not that keen on the theme. Yeah, so I'll be talking about that at some other point. Okay, so thanks for watching. The updates on armours and stuff I've been making and general other stuff. And I hope you guys check up on the stuff I do later on. Cheers.